suspect me of being queer. So it's hard to score dates. They're so innocent, these women. I mean, get a clue. A hand on her thigh when we're sitting next to each other. A finger down her back as I stand behind her. A kiss on her neck instead of her cheek, and they think, oh, she's so warm. I'm so warm, I'm hot. Somebody notice me, Jesus Christ. What's a girl gotta do to get some attention from the same sex these days? Stick my tongue down her throat and say, and I don't mean that as just friends. A good-looking girl should not have to spin her own bean as often as I do. And I know what it is. I know what it is. No one thinks a nice little Oriental girl likes to dive for tuna, likes to munch muff, likes to eat hair pie. But I do. I'm telling you, I do. I've had plenty of guys as lovers, and I can tell you that getting rammed, that having someone's rod in my face, doesn't really do it for me. I like girls, and as soon as I can find one to look at me like a woman, I'd probably be, I don't know, really happy. There was this girl at work. She wasn't even my type physically, but oh, she was so funny. I loved the way she used her hands, the way she touched things. I wanted her hands to touch me. I thought they'd feel really good. So I flirted, asked her out, tried to kiss her. Then she said, wait, are you telling me you're gay? She was shocked. She was embarrassed. She said she had no idea. Why would a cute Asian girl have to be queer? I mean, am I more cute than I am Asian? Am I more Asian than I am queer? And should I have to ask myself these questions if she wasn't willing to let me be all of them?
See yet? Have you thought about what you're going to do? Have you thought about what you're going to be after Mount Holyoke? You know, tuition is expensive.
Have you thought about being a doctor? A pharmacist? A stockbroker? What is gender studies? How is that useful?
Will you be happy to know that you'll be poor for the rest of your life? Will you be happy to know that you will never be able to buy a house? Will you be happy to know that you'll never be able to buy nice clothes? Don't you want to be a doctor? A pharmacist? A stockbroker?
I went home to visit my Aunt Bebe last summer. I walked in, and within 10 minutes, I was being interrogated about my love life. She had apparently found me a good match from England who was doing his residency. This was the 5th match she had found for me since I had left for college. What does she want from me? A tennis tournament? Soon after, I found myself at dinner with this family friend. A nice boy, a good match. He was perfect for my age, only 5 years older. My mother grinned at me from across the table. Awkward. This was not a good time to tell them I'd been going out with a white boy for the last few months.
My dad thought we were smart. Not like him. 30 years in America, associate's degree. Stopped going to work, not because he wanted to, but because of downsizing. 25 years, dawn to dusk, working as an engineer, and now retired, but not retired. Rejected, refused, reduced. Man at 55 and nothing but his children. His smart American children. I felt like I had a choice. To be great, to smile when I do. Don't agree with him. My life, my choice. To choose, to chance, to change. Not to be that, 30 years later, downsized, not knowing where else to turn with the next paycheck. But seeing his face crumple, like the broken English from his lips. He wants me to get a grad school education, a future as a lawyer. He says being on stage does not have a future. I want a future, please understand. I want my own, not the one that he had to pick up from the dust of his mistakes. But I feel guilty, like I've taken everything away from him, rejected once more.
Expectations my parents have of me.
Make money,
Succeed.
do well in school, and get an amazing job.
Be practical.
Call every day.
Don't forget your culture.
Be a good girl.
Listen to us. We know better.
And get married to a man.